Hello, everyone. In the words of Jackson Brown, the best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. I am thrilled to welcome you all to the series of podcast Roadmap for Acing the SSCE examination. Today, let's learn how to ace the Geospatial Technology paper. In this podcast, we will discuss the strategies and effective study techniques which will help each one of you pass the exam with flying colors. Today, we have with us Ms. Srinidhi Prakash, Senior Faculty Member of Geospatial Technology, Delhi Public School, Bangalore East. She has been teaching for over 20 years and is an expert in the field. Hello, ma'am. My first question to you is, what is the question paper pattern for the CBSE Class 12 Geospatial Technology paper? And also tell us about the different question types structured to assess the student's knowledge.
Hello everyone, my dear students. Geospatial technology is comprising of 60 mark paper. The question paper pattern is divided into two main sections. Section A, objective type questions of 30 marks. This section has 6 questions which comprises of employability skills of 4 marks and subject specific skills of 26 marks. Clearly mention the option and the corresponding answer in this section. Section B is a subjective type questions, which is again of 30 marks. This section contains 18 questions and the candidate has to attempt only 11 questions in this, which is again comprising of employability skills of 6 marks and subject specific skills of 24 marks. Further in detail, employability skills, which is of 10 marks, comprising of objective type questions of 1 mark each and short answer type questions of 2 marks each. Subject specific skills of 50 marks, which is comprising of objective type questions of 1 mark each, short answer type questions of 2 marks and 3 marks each, long answer type questions of 4 marks each. Thus, the theory paper comprising various question types are to be attempted. Students are required to attempt a specific number of questions from each section. Kindly do not over attempt any section and attempt the questions which you know the best.
Thank you, ma'am. I really appreciate the practical tips you have given the students. My next question is, how does effective time management impact performance in board exams? And what are some of the practical tips to avoid last-minute rushes?
Thank you, Shruti ma'am. It's a very important question. When you step into the exam hall, remember, time is like a GIS map and you need to navigate it smartly. Plan your route. Spend the first 15 minutes scanning the paper, spot the easy questions and tackle them first to build the momentum. Use the reading time of 15 minutes wisely, as you would have some idea of the whole paper within that particular time. Time duration for this examination is 3 hours, that is 180 minutes. Section A, you need to give around 40 to 45 minutes. Section B, 120 minutes approximately, and the rechecking time should be of 15 minutes. Keep the clock in sight. For long answers, do not get stuck. If you are overthinking, move on and come back later. Save the time for revision. Use the last 15 minutes to check the diagrams, labels, and key terms. Think of it like plotting your route, clear, evident, efficient, and with no unnecessary detours. Manage your time well, and you will cross the finish line with confidence.
Thank you, ma'am, for the clear and practical guidance on managing time. This approach ensures steady progress without feeling overwhelmed. My next question is, what are some effective tips to score full marks in MCQs? Kindly request you to share some tips and tricks for our students.
Very important question. Know the concepts, not just the answers. Understand the why behind each fact, not just the what. Spot the keywords smartly. Watch for tricky words like not, always, or expect, except. They change everything. Eliminate the wrong ones. Cross out obviously wrong answers to boost your guessing odds. Manage time. Review fast. Don't stick to one question. Move ahead. Then review calmly at the end. Stay calm. Think sharp. Score full.
These tips are incredibly useful, ma'am. I hope everyone incorporates these tips. My next question is, how should students answer the GT board paper to maximize their scores effectively?
It's a very important question. Strategies to score a centum in geospatial technology examination is not difficult. Understand GIS, remote sensing, GPS, and their applications well. Be clear on concepts like raster or vector data, spatial or non spatial data. Practice drawing neat maps and flowcharts. Visual answers fetch more marks. Learn map elements, scale, legend, north arrow, etc. Use correct geospatial vocabulary like georeferencing, buffering, spatial analysis. Memorize real life applications like disaster management, urban planning, etc. Quote examples like GIS for flood risk mapping. Solve past papers, focus on one mark MCQs and definitions. Highlight differences, like, for example, GIS versus GPS. Tackle MCQs first, then the short answers, and leave map based or diagram heavy questions for the end. Take time test to boost your speed and confidence. Review your mistakes and revise weak areas. Clarity, practice, and precision makes you to get your centum.
Your advice will definitely help in maximizing efficiency during the exam, ma'am. Thank you so much for the valuable insights. My next question is, how important are the graphs and diagrams in the geospatial technology?
Very important question. Graphs and diagrams are extremely important in a geospatial technology paper. It's just not going to fetch extra marks, but also to showcase conceptual clarity. How to ace them is why these diagrams are crucial. A well-labeled diagram catch the examiner's eye and show efforts. Complex ideas like raster and vector data or remote sensing processes are easier to explain visually. Some questions directly asks for maps, flowcharts, or diagrams. Skipping them means losing easy marks. Which diagram should I focus on? GIS components diagrams, which comprises of input processing and output and feedback loops. Remote sensing processes where source of energy, interaction with the atmosphere, interaction with the Earth's surface, sensors, data processing are all involved. Raster and vector representation, simple grids for raster and points, lines, polygons for vector data should be known. Map elements, for example, scale, north arrow, legend, grids are all needed to be known, as well as flowcharts for processing like georeferencing or spatial data analysis. Now, some of the perfect tips for perfect diagrams are: neatness matters. Use a ruler for straight lines and arrows. Label everything. Don't leave any part unnamed. Highlight key terms. Use a pen or underline labels to draw attention. Practice repeatedly. Don't just read, draw diagram daily. Remember, a clear, well labeled diagram can sometimes fetch full marks even if the explanation is brief. Visuals, visuals speak louder, so master them.
Thank you so much, ma'am. My last question to you is, what should be the ideal mindset of a grade 12 student in the exam hall to ensure focus and confidence during board exams?
Thank you, Shruti ma'am. It's a very, very important question. The future belongs to those who maps their dreams with precision, just like the geospatial technology maps our world. Dear Geospatial Technology champions, as you stand on the edge of your CBSE Grade 12 board exams, remember this. You are so much more than the marks on the paper. Each map you have drawn, each concept you have grasped about GIS, GPS, and remote sensing have shaped you into a thinker, a creator, and a problem solver. The world is vast, just like the data you have learned to analyze, and your potential stretches even further. Trust the hours of hard work uh, you have put in, the sleepless nights, the countless diagrams, and the endless practice questions. It all adds up to this moment. When you walk into the exam hall, carry the confidence in your heart and clarity in your mind. What matters is that you give it your best. You have all done this journey. I believe in you and I'm proud of the incredible growth I have witnessed in each one of you. Go show the world the power of your knowledge. Success is already yours. This exam is just the beginning of a bright future. This is your time. Let's turn every effort into achievement and every dream into reality. Let's go, champions. All the very best for your upcoming GT board examination.
And that brings us to the end of today's episode. A huge thanks to you, Srinidhi ma'am, for sharing such valuable insights and expert advice with us. To all our listeners, keep practicing, stay consistent, and believe in yourself. All the very best for your upcoming examination.